We are here at Khalsa Secondary Academy for the protest that we'll be running here today.
It's unfair. The decision that's been made against our school is unfair.
Has been most unfair.
They're not going to get shut down in 3 months, are they? They're not going to turn around and say, oh, you made a mistake, you're inadequate, shut you down. Rubbish.
And you know how I feel? I feel disrespected. This school will not go away from this place to anyone.
I'm actually quite angry.
I'm pretty angry and upset about it.
I'm not sure, to be honest. It's really unfair.
I think this is an attack on us personally.
Very shocked about this whole thing.
Don't you dare think it could hoega nahi.
You know what? We're parents, but it takes a village to raise a child, and that village is Khalsa Secondary Academy.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, we are here at Khalsa Secondary Academy for the protest that we'll be running here today. We will be getting interviews of the Sangats who turn up over here today, getting their views on everything that's going on, so you guys at home and the Sangat can get a better understanding of what's going on. But before we go into the protest and get the interviews and show you all the speech that's going on tonight, let's go into the school and give you a whole tour of the school. Let's go. Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We just came from the Gurdwara, which was purposely built by the school Khalsa Secondary Academy over here. As you can see, it was very nicely built. This place is a place for the students. They can come at the lunch times just to do Kirtan at any time. You know, it's a very peaceful place, very nicely built, the Gurdwara Sahib. Now let's go back outside of the school and you know, where the protest is going on and where we get the interviews of the Sangat and really see what's going on. Let's go. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
our Sikh school. Save 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 our Sikh school.
Where do we begin? Just wanted to say, really, thank you. Thank you so much to every single one of you standing here today for something that you really do believe in. A decision has been made about our school that is unfair and unjust. Why do we say it's unfair? Ofsted came to our school in January and told us we were inadequate. So things have happened in the school that have made us inadequate, but we're not inadequate. We are a good school. Collectively, we know we are a good school, but things have happened that we need to fix. And that's when the journey began, to just fix. When we have mistakes, when we make mistakes, we fix them. We don't throw things out and get a new one. We fix. And that's what we've been doing over the last 6 months. Again, together, the students, the parents, the governors, the trust, the staff, everyone involved with Khalsa Secondary Academy have been working day and night to change the things that Ofsted said we needed to change. It's that simple. Why have we not had equality like other schools? Why have we not had time to fix those things? The school went into lockdown. We've been through a worldwide pandemic. And yet we've had to carry on as normal and fix those problems. It's unfair. The decision that's been made against our school is unfair. And that's what we are saying here today. The Department of Education need to listen to our voices. The parents haven't even been spoken to yet. No parents have been spoken to. Why? Why are we not involved in this process? They say we need a new trust. Why do we need a new trust? Come to our school and see what we have here. See all the progress that has been made over the last 6 months. And this hasn't been a process of 6 months. This has been a process over 7 years. This school, you can see the school's been here 7 years. You can see the results that we've achieved. You can see the behavior of our children. They are happy, they are safe. They want to come to school. This is what we have at Khalsa Secondary Academy. It's not just a school, it's a family. And every single one of us are part of that family. And we are not going to let it go without a fight. We need to we need to have our voices heard. We need to be loud and clear. This decision is wrong and it's unjust, and we will not stand by and allow this to happen. So, what do we do now? You need to show support. You need to speak to your friends, your family, anyone, and tell them this decision, tell them the story, tell them our story, that this is not fair. If you can speak to even a handful of people and show them about this unfair decision, we can make a difference. And we have to make a difference. And we have to do it together. So please go out after today. Thank you for coming today. Go out there and tell our story. Tell anyone you can that this is an unfair and unjust decision. and we need to stop it. Thank you.
Well, I agree that these are very challenging times for us as a country, for us as a world, and yes, for us as a school and trust. What has gone on here at Khalsa Secondary Academy has been most unfair. What Ofsted should do, having already visited back in December and given their judgment, is they should have come back and seen the progress, the massive progress this school has made since January. I arrived in February, and that process of improvement, of getting back to the grading of good, had already started. But February onwards, it has continued apace. We're now in July, and the school has made phenomenal progress, and I use those words, phenomenal progress, since January. So what Ofsted need to do is come back, be fair and reasonable in their analysis and in their judgment, and give this school back the grading of good that it rightly deserves. I've worked in many schools up and down the land, in all categories, and I say to you definitively, Khalsa is a good school, and we will prove that to Ofsted when they next pay a visit. I don't profess to be a Sikh, but I am a respecter of faith, and I'm a respecter of any faith school because it has a right to exist and to thrive as a faith school. Nobody has the right to take that away. And my greatest fear for Khalsa Secondary Academy is if it's placed in the hands of people who think they understand the Sikh faith, or who pretend to understand the Sikh faith, or who don't really care about the Sikh faith, then all that is precious about this school, all that is special about this school will be lost over time. There is no doubt about it in my mind. This school needs a home where it will be safe, it will be secure, it will be understood, and it will be given the opportunity to thrive and to succeed. And in my view, that home is Khalsa Academies Trust.
Well, this is very overwhelming standing here and speaking in front of all of you, and what we are going through is really, as Anita ji has said, very unjust. I don't think so. I've worked here for so many years. We have seen this time, and we have ever seen this coming to us, what we are providing as a school, the education level we are providing here. And being a Sikh studies lead, I can tell you, the unbiased way, the independent way, the way we educate spirituality here is completely outstanding. No overshadowed by any of outsiders. It's so independent, it's so unique, and we've been given all the opportunity, all the freedom. And look at our students standing here today with us, our teachers, our staff, everybody together with us. And this is what we have actually achieved here, the togetherness in so many years. And we are like a family here. The moment you enter the school, you straight away feel a warmth. And this warmth has come with the love and the attachment and the respect we have given each other over years. And you straight away feel that. In a single day, you can experience the exceptional environment of the school. And it doesn't come with this one day. You have to really build it up. And I totally agree, if things have happened in a negative way or anything, they have graded us. Again, as Mr. Drew said, we've done such a commanding job. When you go down, you always go up, because there's only way to go up after being down. So this is our opportunity. We should be given opportunity to really what we are for. Not just on one take, we should be chopped off. No, we don't do that. And really, as Sikh studies lead or spiritual studies we teach, I really, really feel proud to be associated with the school and the trust. And we have a big trust in our education system, and we have trust that Department of Education will really listen to us. They have to. We are the voice. They can't listen to someone from outside. They need to listen from the people, those who are working within the school. They have to really hear to our voices, because I think that is what matters. No one else from outside has got the decision to make. It is us. If we are happy, they have to listen to us and they have to leave us alone. Thank you so much. Please come forward and stay with us. Thank you. Thank you all for coming here. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Fateh. Thank you, first of all, for coming here tonight and today, for supporting this cause. I was talking to the kids earlier, and I was trying to explain how I feel about the situation that we're in. And you know how I feel? I feel disrespected, like someone's attacking me and attacking my fundamental values of what we try to achieve here and what we are doing for the sake of children and giving them an all-round education. The values that we live up to and aspire to are being attacked. This Nishan Sahib here is here because we are a Sikh values-led institution. This Nishan Sahib signifies the values of Sikhs and what they have done in this country and in other countries around the world. This flag, when it is flown in the wind, it is a message to the wider communities that if you ever need help, help is here. We will stand with you and fight against any injustice, against that injustice for you, regardless of what community you belong to. That is our heritage. Sikhs stood up for the Hindu community when they needed help. Sikhs stood up for the British when they needed help in World War I and World War II. Sikhs in this country stand by those values and principles. We are the community that gives the most to charity. During lockdown, there were Sikhs all around this country and other countries serving meals to the NHS and to other people that needed help. We have demonstrated those values. So why are these people disrespecting us? Our faith is dear to our hearts. We love our faith. We're proud of our faith. You've all said that this is so unfair against us, and it is unfair. It's very disrespectful to go to a faith-led organization and say, we are taking that faith and we're going to take it away from you and give it to someone else. You wouldn't do that. It is completely wrong. So what are we doing about it? We're standing here together, Sikhs and non-Sikhs, to support our justice, to seek justice. How are we going to do that? Well, we've tried to make the DFE listen. We've tried to reason with them. We've said send Ofsted in. We're prepared to be judged. That hasn't happened. They are not listening. So what has happened before when these situations have occurred in other schools around the country is that we have to seek the help of the law. The law in this country protects individuals' rights. So the law will be here to support us. We will fight this decision legally, and we've said that. The parents and the trust will come together and fight it. And I am convinced, and I have hope, that we will win that legal challenge because we have justice on our side, we have truth on our side, we have our values on our side. So that legal challenge will be starting very shortly, and they will feel the might of the law to support us. The other things that we can do is continue to spread the message that our message hasn't been heard loud enough, and today is another start of that message and that communications to the wider community. We are a good trust. Yes, we've made mistakes. Yes, I apologize. I apologize from the heart to you and to our community that mistakes were made under my watch. But that does not give the right for anyone to come and take the school away from us. We should be given a chance to rectify our mistakes and fix them. And we've done a lot of that work already. So please, like Anita says, reach out to your friends and family, continue to support us, and we will win. And I guarantee that we have hope, we have strength, and we will win come September, October, as long as it takes, we will win. This school will not go away from this place to anyone. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Can I just very briefly say that as parents of Nihal, who our son goes to this school, we feel very, very proud when he puts his uniform on and comes to this school. Because from a parent's eyes, you don't want to see your son waking up or your child waking up dreading school. He loves coming to this school, he really does. And I think the work the school have set during this lockdown period has been amazing. I've got friends whose kids are going to grammar schools who are envious of the work that he's getting because they're getting nothing. And the progress the Trust has made in the last 6 months has been incredible. So we all know this is a very, very unjust decision, but together we've got to fight this, and I'm sure we're going to win it. So keep the faith, and we will certainly get there.
And I'm only going to keep you a minute because I think it's important. I'm very lucky that I've seen the school through many hats. I'm a parent at the school, I work for the Trust, and I'm a local councillor. So I've seen it go through this phase of change, but actually before that it was good. And I think that's what people forget. It was a good school. The changes only happened in December, and we've worked very hard. You know, what hasn't been mentioned is the CEO has 2 other schools that are very, very good schools. What hasn't been mentioned is the CEO is the founder of this school, and collectively these 3 schools have helped so many children achieve, and not just achieve in education. Education is one thing, but they've achieved in well-being. You know, what a parent gets when they wake up or when they go to sleep, they know that their child is safe, and there's nothing like that. I know that there won't be police at the door, and I've had to see so many sad stories of what children go through because of different schools and maybe the crowds they mix with. You don't get that here, and that's because of the school, that's because of the teachers, that's because of the ethos of the children and the values that they carry through this faith, and that's because of the Trust that sits above all of it. So I personally don't understand this, and it's really, really sad, and I hope that we can come together, because I'm not a Sikh, but I really value what this school has given to Nihal. I was just speaking to another lady there who's not Sikh, and she said the same. So I just pray that we can all come together and not listen to the mess outside, because we all know that's happening, but believe in our truth. Because you know what? We're parents, but it takes a village to raise a child, and that village is Khalsa Secondary Academy. So thank you, everyone.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Why do parents send their children to a Sikh school like KSA? I'm talking as a parent and a member of staff. The reason is because they want their children to learn about their religion. They want their children to learn about their language, their heritage. They want them to learn Sikh values now, which they will carry on into adulthood, which they will then pass on to their children. As a parent and a member of staff at KSA, I can say that I sent my son here so that he could wear his turban with pride, and in the knowledge that he wouldn't be bullied for wearing it. His transition from a Church of England primary school in Amersham to Khalsa Secondary Academy was a seamless one. Both my son and daughter, sorry, I've got an insect here, attend Khalsa Secondary Academy, and every week since starting here, they attend the weekly religious assemblies in our beautiful Gurdwara, and they do Naam Simran. When they are older, they will know what peace Naam Simran will bring to them in their lives. And as a parent, There is nothing more comforting than to know that Naam Japna is part of their spiritual makeup. My children know from this school what Vaisakhi is and have learnt about their Guruji's teachings in Sikh studies. They know what it is to be courageous, like our Gurujis, and stand up for injustice, and how to have humility and serve the less fortunate. In addition to this, my children have formed great friendships here and also do brilliantly academically. KSA is a small, loving, caring and nurturing school. We are like one big family. The only right decision is for KSA to remain firmly under Khalsa Academies Trust for the sake of all our children here at this school, and to honour and respect the parents' choice to send their child to a Sikh school run by a well-established multi-academy Sikh trust, whose foremost goal is the academic, physical and spiritual well-being of the children, no matter what faith they are. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Sat Sri Akal.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, we're here now with some students, some ex-students and some who've come here today to gather in the protest. Right now I'm here with Arjun Singh. Arjun Singh, you're an ex-student of the school. First, do you want to start by telling us how has the school been for you? You know, how's the experience been as a school for you?
Well, I'm really happy in this school. You know, I've been here since year 7, and every morning I go in the Gurdwara. The Sikh faith school. I'm actually loving this school right now, and yeah.
You know, all this news that's going on. You know, especially with the whole trust. The school's trust can get replaced. What are your views on that? What are you what can you say for that?
I'm actually quite angry because it's a Sikh faith school right now. That's a part of the school. That's part of me. I've been taught like that, and if it gets taken away, like I'll be really annoyed. Like it's not. I really am angered by it. I really have. Deeply, I really care about Sikh faith, and I really want it to stay in the school, and so that's what. Yeah, I don't want it to be taken away.
And you, Sangat Ji, the Arjun Singh ne huni kiya, he is not happy with the decision that's being made on the school right now. Let's move on. Thank you very much, Arjun. With another student of this school who's used to go to this school. What are your views on everything that's going on right now with the school and the trust?
Well, I'm pretty angry and upset about it because I've been here since it opened and I've seen so many good changes about the school, and just to be taken by that by a non-faith organisation is just taking away part of me. It's like a second home to me.
Now, you're a bit older, so you might be able to understand a bit more. Why do you think this is happening, this decision of, getting rid of this trust? Some decisions that would have been made with Ofsted coming in. Why do you think this is all happening?
I feel like they just wanted to take it from us. There's no fair reason for him to do it. I think because this is like discrimination, I think.
What would be one message you would put, for all the viewers watching and the Sangat? What would you say to them?
I would say just carry on fighting with us at the school because it's a really good school and I wouldn't want it to change any shape or form.
Thank you. Sangat Ji, we're here now with another student of the school. First, do you want to give us an introduction? How long have you been at the school for, and what right now as well?
I've been here since year 7 and at the moment I'm currently in year 11 moving to 6th form. I'm staying in 6th form because this is such an amazing school, as the ethos that we learn here is just unique. As I've spoken to many people from different faiths and they say the one thing that they respect about the Sikh community is what we stand for. And all the teachers and everything, whether they're Sikh or not, they treat us all equally, and I think the teachers are amazing. As you can go to them, talk to them, they're always there to support you. They go out their way just to help you, and I find that very special because you don't find that in many schools.
So thank you very much. And for today's protest, how did you find it, and what do you think the Sangat watching right now should do more?
I think this is an attack on us personally, and I think the Sangat should help us and make sure the message goes out to everybody to make sure that this doesn't get taken away from us, as we don't want our Guru Granth Sahib Ji and all our Sikh parts of the school to be taken away.
Great, so let's move on. Thank you very much. Hi, how are you doing? You alright?
Yes, I am.
Good. So
very shocked about this whole thing because I think it's very unfair of them to take the school and everything, because they really work hard to achieve a good school, and it's really unfair.
Are you a student of this school?
Yes,
Great. So how have you found it so far? Over the years, what have you found good about the school? If there's anything you put forward to the school, how has your experience been so far?
I think this school is very welcoming, and they are so forgivable and everything. They teach you well, they help you in everything, and if you are confused, they explain it very carefully and everything. So I love the school.
As a non-Sikh, how have you found it? Coming into the school, have you faced any difficulties? How's the school been?
Well, the school is really teaching, and even though I don't really know about this faith, they have taught me lots and lots, and well, it's really.
You found it great. Yes. That's cool. Thank you. Let's move on now. I think I'll get back to you. Let's talk to the parent of this student. So a non-Sikh, coming to a Khalsa Secondary Academy, how have you found it as your experience as a parent, bringing your student into the school? How's it been?
He's very happy here, and he's much more confident than he was. And our English wasn't fine, but his English is very good at the moment and better than mine. So I'm very satisfied with this school, and I'm happy to be here.
So, when you first decided to put him into this school, why did you, decide to make this choice? Because there's so many other schools you could have chosen. This being a Sikh-faith school, what made you make this decision? And, why did you do that?
I thought I want to be sure that my son is in good place, with good friends, with good values. So I choose this school because this is this school.
And has it been this school?
Yes, it is. It's obviously.
Great, thank you so much. Now, Sangaji, we're here with Nihal Singh. Nihal, you're a student at the school right now.
Yeah.
How's your experience been?
It's been great. I'm in year 9 now, and I've been here since year 7, but since all the way through I've loved it, and the education's been great. All the teachers are amazing. It's been really good so far.
You know what's happening with the school trust right now. Why do you think this is happening?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It's really unfair. They need to be treated like a normal school, and that's what Ofsted need to do, come in again and see all the changes that's been made.
There's been a lot of speculation been going on the media. Do you think the truth has been going around, or has it mostly been, from what you read, you can say, mostly, false?
It's all been false. All the reports as well, they're saying that the education hasn't been good. But as a student, I know it's amazing, and all the teachers are amazing. And it's in the top 10%, so that really shows something.
Great. So what would be one final message you would want to say, just into the camera, just let your heart out?
It's a great school, and if you know it's great, come and support us, because we need to get the message through.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. सारे ਨੂੰ जी आया ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸੈਕੰਡਰੀ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਕੂਲ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸੈਕੰਡਰੀ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਪਾਰਟ ਆਫ ਸਾਡੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਅਕੈਡਮੀਜ਼ ਟਰਸਟ ਦਾ ਪਾਰਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ 3 ਸਕੂਲ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ 3 ਸਕੂਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਗੋਟ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਵੁਲਵਰਹੈਂਪਟਨ ਐਨ ਆਊਟਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਰੇਟਡ ਸਕੂਲ now ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਈਸਟ ਲੰਡਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਗੋਟ ਆਤਮ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ a good rated school, and Khalsa Academy ਵੀ ਸਾਡਾ good rating school ਸੀ last year ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ problem ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੇ Ofsted inspection ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਾਨੂੰ problem ਦੇਖੇ ਨੇ we have been ਸਾਰੇ ਨਏ trustee ਆਏ ਨੇ ਨਏ governors ਆਏ ਨੇ ਨਏ teachers ਆਏ ਨੇ ਨया head teachers specialist Ofsted inspector ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਭ ਨੇ last 6-8 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਤੋਂ ਬੜਾ ਵੱਧ ਚੜ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਰਾ ਖੂਨ ਪਸੀਨੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਹਰ every single thing that we had problem issues we have dealt with them very strongly today ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੜੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਕਿ we have resolved every single issue for whatever the issues that were identified by Ofsted whatever issues were identified by financial notice to terminate we have done everything but ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਬਾਵਜੂਦ still today they have decided the Department of Education has decided to terminate go ahead with termination take away our school ਸਾਡੇ trust ਤੋਂ and I ask sabuna nu why inna sab kuch karan de bawajood why do you not take ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ independent audits ਹੋਏ ਨੇ safeguarding audit ਹੋਇਆ send audit ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ governance audit ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ we have made a tremendous amount of achievement ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਵਜੂਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ they have not taken into any consideration so ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਰਾਸਤਾ ਬਚਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰੋ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ एकता करके सिक्खी दे वास्ते कि यह स्कूल साडे ट्रस्ट विच रहे साडे किसी और नॉन सिख ट्रस्ट नूं ना जाए एंड साडा सिक्खी साडा निशान साहब जिहड़ा अज लहरांदा पिया है हमेशा सारे तिन्नां स्कूलों विच हमेशा इसी तरह प्राउड नाल लहरांदा रहे वाहिगुरू जी खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह Anji, so you're a parent at this school, Khalsa Secondary Academy. Could you first start by telling us how has it been as a parent, sending your daughters here? How's the experience been, as a parent?
So my children, they were one of the first children to attend the school. So I have a son and 2 daughters, and I've got one coming up in year 7. And as all parents, you're a bit apprehensive. You think, oh my goodness, it's a faith school. We're not overly religious. But the experiences we had have been brilliant. Education's been really good. I'm not saying my kids are the brightest of the bunch, but they've been pushed to do really well. But it's not only that, it's the safeguarding issue. I feel my kids are safe. When I drop them into school, I know that they're safe and that they're well looked after. And not only is the education's important, they've turned out to be really good well-rounded individuals, and what more can a parent want?
So all the Sangat watching right now, could you please tell them why you're here today, what's happening and what's it for?
The reason we're here today is to support the school. All of a sudden the DFE have decided to replace the trust with no real reason to, and it's just totally unjust, totally unfair, and I just can't believe they're getting away with it. We've been treated so much more differently from the other schools, and we haven't been given the same right to actually show improvement, and in the improvements that we have shown, it's been ignored, and I think it's really, really wrong, all levels, and I don't understand why they can get away with it. So I'm here to support the school, and I do believe that we can get past this, and I do believe the trust is here to stay, because the trust is the best trust for this school. They've had the most experience. They've had not only secondary school experience, primary school. So for the last 14 years, I would say, they've grown with the community. So I'd be really happy if we continue to work with the trust. And they have our good intentions at heart.
As a parent, what emotions are you feeling with all this decision that's been made? What is it?
I'm so angry. I just can't believe how unfair the DFE are being, to actually just throw something like that out. And during lockdown, of course, we can't actually speak to the parents either, just to get their support at times. It's just totally unfair. It's all against us, and I think the timing is completely wrong.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਸਕੂਲ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸੈਕੰਡਰੀ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੌਣ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਾਹਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਸਵੀਰ ਕੌਰ ਐਂਡ ਆਮ ਵਾਈਫ ਆਫ ਦ CEO of this school, the founder. And we done primary school, and he also got other 2 schools which are very good, and this was a good school as well up to now. But ਜੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੁਧਾਰ ਲਈਆਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਲੋਕਡਾਊਨ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਵਜੂਦ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਟਰਸਟ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਪਰ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ DFAC ਵਾਲੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬੇਅੰਦਾਜ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬੇਇਨਸਾਫੀ ਹੈ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਣੀ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਇਹ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਵੀ ਬਰਦਾਸ਼ਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਚਾਂਸ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਆ, ਸਾਊਥ ਬਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਹਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ ਮੁਸੀਬਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸਨ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀ ਮਦਦ ਮਿਲੀ, ਪਰ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਕੂਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਦਦ ਮਿਲਦੀ? ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ DFS ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਕੂਲ ਕਾਹਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਇੱਥੇ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਬੇਇਨਸਾਫੀ ਦਿਸਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀ ਇਹ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ ਕਿ they should come, re-inspect again, give us a chance like every other school.
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਬਣੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਟਰਸਟ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਢਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਟਰਸਟ ਅੰਦਰ ਆਉਣ, ਕੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਇਸ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਨਾਲ? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕੂਲ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਇਸ ਸਕੂਲ ਤੋਂ? ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਵੀਂ ਟਰਸਟ ਆਵੇ?
ਨਵੀਂ ਟਰਸਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਸ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ CEO ਨੇ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੁੱਬ ਚੱਲੇ ਸਨ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਬਚਾ ਲਿਆ। ਸਿੰਪਲ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ she couldn't get it right. I think what chance have this school got with the other trust? I do not think. I think ਮੈਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਗਲਤ ਆ। ਸਿੱਖੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ। ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਜੇ ਬਚਾਉਣਾ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ। ਇਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਖ ਕਰਕੇ, ਲੜਾਈਆਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ, ਡਿਵਾਈਡ ਐਂਡ ਰੂਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਆ ਘਰੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ?
ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਜਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਸਿਕਵੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕੂਲ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਇਸ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਆ। ਇਹ ਬੇਇਨਸਾਫੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਵੀ ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਡੋਂਟ ਯੂ ਡੇਅਰ ਥਿੰਕ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕੁਛ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਇਸ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਆਓ, ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਈਏ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। And so you've joined us over here today at Khalsa Secondary Academy, to protest with the decision that's been made by the DFE. What are your views on this decision?
Totally wrong. The bottom line is education for every child matters so much that when you have a school that's doing that in the best way possible, don't know how you can say that's wrong, because this trust has got 3 schools. 2 schools have been counted as good, and how can you say the third one? You can't have 3 bad apples or 2 bad apples. Either they're good or because they're following the same ethos, they're following the same structure of the guidance from the trust, the teachers, everything else. They all have the same system to apply. So if they're applying it in one school, second school, third school, then somewhere somebody's missed the point. And we all get things wrong. The government's made it wrong in the last few months. Look at COVID-19. They haven't got things right. They're not going to get shut down in 3 months, are they? They're not going to turn around and say, oh, you made a mistake, you're inadequate, shut you down. Rubbish. The point being, the schools, we're all schools. I'm a school governor. I've experienced what it's like. It's not an easy job to be a governor. It's even harder when you are trying to keep everything on. You're juggling all the balls in the area. The staff, the head teacher, senior leadership team, they run the ship, they run the school. But as a governing body, as a trust, you support that school. And you give them more than you can possibly give, because you are effectively doing it from a non-perspective of seva service. Now, the government have got it completely wrong. They need to come back, look at the school, because I know for a fact from January till now, from there, they're now up there. And they need to come back and look at that and then say, if you can make that much progress in 6 months, well, you've got to keep it open. Simple, honestly.
And then there's the other side that are coming up with the opposite, you can say, against the trust. What are your views on that, going completely against what this trust stands for?
Well, when you say other people, what are they trying to say? Because how can you, as I said, 3 schools, 2 schools doing very well, and the Ofsted decided whatever situation, it's inadequate. Don't understand. You've got to have fundamental reasoning to make that decision. But I still don't understand how a trust can have 1 non-performing school and 2 good ones. It doesn't make sense to me, because that trust would not let it happen. A manager of a football team would not have an A team, B team and C team. Those 3 teams would be performing at the same level all the way through. So somewhere along the lines somebody's missed a point somewhere, or somebody's got another agenda on their issue as to why they want to close the school down.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, we have now come to the end of the day. As you saw from the interviews we did with all of the Sangat that attended today's protest, they feel very strongly, they had their voices, heard, the message of all of us coming together as one. It's important we keep this school a Sikh school. We stay together, everything that's going on. And hopefully everyone who watches this, and it enables them, to be heard, and really the community to get together. And that's our main message here today. We hope you enjoyed this show, and we'll see you very soon. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.